Well, looks like it's time to go back. I have court and many medical issues. No money because of that asshole cop. I have $300. Guess I'll just walk. Robo-cop not gonna know this is happening. I don't have a gun. Oh, I should get a deagle, but I don't have the money. Well, my phone doesn't work.
He does need to get a gun. I think he does. Just the brandish is just funnier.
I should do my court case first, I think. If I do that, then I can know for definite that I can. That will be funnier. You know, bagels will make you die. It's the seed.
Hello, taxi Harry.
Can you get me a ride and take me somewhere, no questions asked?
Yeah, I can. From where?
Where are you?
I'm at the banner.
That's where I am right now.
I'm at the...
I'm the other side. No, I am talking.
Okay.
I'm the other side of the road by the tram. Do you know that place?
By the tracks?
Yeah.
Okay.
You promise it's no questions asked.
I will ask nothing.
Okay. Right,
Okay.
I'm recording this conversation, just so you know.
Oh, no. Why?
Because it's for factual evidence.
I actually... Are you wearing full clothes black? Because I think I see you standing over there.
No, I'm on the other side of the road, and you're still not here.
No, that's because you... Okay, never mind.
Can you hurry
I'm
up? You're being annoying. Just drive. I don't need you to do anything else other than ask no questions. And you've already agreed to that.
I'm asking nothing.
All right. You're missing a door.
Air conditioning.
You almost hit me.
I didn't.
Why are you missing a door and a windshield?
I'm missing the door because it's fucking hot in this car.
It's got aircon in it, though.
It is not working. That's a company car, so...
Well, it's reckless now to have no door, because you might fall out.
I am wearing my seatbelt, sir. No worries.
Is there any other damage? You also have a broken headlight. And a broken rear window.
I got the rear end, sir.
Why didn't you get it fixed? Do you think it's not safe
Because you called me.
to drive around in a car like this?
Because you called me, sir.
Okay.
Slow down, partner. Get in. I will get you to somewhere safe.
Okay. I don't know. It's not in a good condition. You also have a front headlight out.
Hey, what the hell?
Why didn't you put your indicator on when you were pulling over either?
I actually did, sir.
No, it's not on. And you're also on a red curb. Let's pull forward a bit more.
Oh, of course, sir.
Now, can you put your indicator on so I know I'm to get in?
Just get in. That's much safer. It's safe.
You don't know how to operate your taxi, do you?
Sorry, what?
You don't know how to operate your taxi.
No, I don't, sir.
Are you stupid?
No, I'm Harry.
Okay, I don't trust you.
Okay, then you don't get in, sir.
Alright. If I say stop, you have to stop.
And then I stop, sir.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly do this. I'm getting in the taxi. I'm getting in the taxi right now with the guy.
But Harry...
It's not in good condition. He's being very violent. I'm gonna call the police.
Why are you calling the police? Sir, wait a second. I will park my car.
911, what's your emergency?
This taxi driver is harassing me.
The
He's
taxi
just got out of
driver's
his
harassing
taxi.
you?
I'm by the Banner Hotel. He's approaching me.
Okay, alright.
You know what? I don't have time
how
for
is he
this, sir.
harassing you?
He's
sir?
reversing
You need
into me. Help! Help!
Banner
I'm by
Hotel,
the
Banner Hotel.
railroads. He's aggressing on me.
Alright, we'll get a unit over there ASAP.
He's shouting at me.
Behind you.
He's shouting at
To
me.
respond to Banner Hotel, we have an individual that's being harassed by a taxi driver, and the
He's
taxi driver is trying to run him
U-turning,
over.
going back to the Banner Hotel. He's got no door on his car.
He's got no door in his car. Okay. All right. Listen, we will head over there ASAP. All right, sir.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Bye. You have a
Bye.
nice voice.
Thanks.
Do you have
nice
a
day,
boyfriend?
sir. I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay, well, I'm Brandon, and I have court in a minute.
Oh,
You
okay.
could come to my court case.
Sure.
Sweet. One
Right.
bagged. It's in there.
Okay, that happened.
Yeah.
That happened. I think we were told we could break off.
Oh, I'm in an active situation right now. Just
Picking your nose?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, taxi driver at the Banner Hotel is running people over.
And something that happens every 2 minutes.
Yeah, but if it's Abdul running people over.
At the Banner, I see a taxi, but I don't
See?
see anyone necessarily near
See,
Robbie.
at the Banner.
Oh, okay. Copy. The 911 caller stated that the taxi driver was trying to reverse into him and the taxi had no door on it.
Their name is Brandon.
Caller advised his name was Brandon.
Yeah, let me,
I don't think they'll have a problem finding him with that voice.
Yeah, no.
Slow down. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Chaos. New title of my book. Chaos. With Brandon. Officer!
What's going on?
Are you here for the call about the taxi?
Yeah, I got a call that
Him over there. He pulled a weapon on me.
Is it the man that's leaning up against the taxi?
Yeah, he pulled a screwdriver. I called him for a ride, and his taxi was smashed, and he was just being really insistent of getting in. And I said, I didn't feel comfortable. And then he got real angry and started revving his engine, and he pulled out a screwdriver.
I feel like I don't want to be
Glad
kidnapped.
that you weren't harmed, and I'm glad you got away from him.
Yeah. Okay. Can you go and arrest him now?
Well, I'm gonna go question him and see what's going on, okay?
All right. Thanks.
Suggestion is
myself
I'm
with him.
gonna go
That's my
handle that. You just stay out of here since you're not involved.
Okay, I've got to go to court today because a deputy doesn't know the definition of brandishing.
It was the whole situation.
Oh, goodness. Well, good luck with that.
Right?
All right, let's go get him.
And then it was like,
Hey, you're detained. Stop.
Yes, man, you,
Stop.
put your seatbelt on,
You're
please.
detained. Stop. He's fleeing.
the guy that was giving
Yeah, I
He's
heard
fleeing.
what he got. He's fucking annoying. He asked
He's fleeing.
this, I think he was like a homeless.
Okay, I'm
guy,
gonna
like,
record this on my cell phone.
on the guy giving me a parking ticket. Like he showed me his badge. He's like BCSO.
He's fleeing from detainment.
113's gonna be in a 1038 with the taxi driver gonna be following up here. Alright, sir.
He's getting out the vehicle. You should put him in cuffs. That's what my dad would
Of
do.
course, sir. Of course.
That man's fleeing.
You know,
Hey,
so
man.
much-
He pulled a weapon on me.
What?
Sorry.
You're
What?
detained. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, well, he might be free in a moment. He's also got a client in the back there already, so.
He's probably handed him the material evidence. You can frisk both of these constitutionally. I can even cite the case law.
Sorry, sir. This man needs to bother you because he...
Maryland versus Wilson. If the officer has reason to believe that items have been passed off to a passenger that may be focused, then the passenger is liable to a frisk.
Like I'm talking to you. Right?
Sorry, do you know where you are right now?
Excuse me?
I'm just curious if you know where you are right now.
Are you making fun of me?
No. If anything, if I was making fun of you, it'd probably be
Are
about
you
your receding
stupid
hairline, but
then?
I'm
Because
not.
I have very high intellect. I detained this man because he harassed me. And now
Wait,
you're
you
interfering with police business.
Oh, you're doing a citizen's arrest.
You
That's
got
what
out.
you're doing.
You got out of that car.
No, I did not.
You
I did
need to
not get out of
face
that
away
car.
from me.
I was not in that car. I did not do any of those sorts.
Why were you next to it?
I came around the corner. I was going to hail a cab because I needed to go to my place of business.
Well, now you're interfering with police investigation.
How do you feel about Mexican food made by Americans?
What?
Because we have the absolute best Mexican food made by
Are
Americans.
you
at
a
Arribas.
bot? I can't eat spicy food.
Oh, does it not agree with your nether regions?
No.
I suppose we could get you something.
Give
off of
me
the
food.
No, I'm not. This is not.
Why you're advertising food? Give me
Well,
some.
no, I'm advertising for the restaurant.
Give me.
but I gotta
He's
get
fleeing
there.
from detainment, officer.
That's why I
He's
was calling
fleeing
the
from
cab.
detainment. He's fleeing from detainment.
Not
We are looking-
detained.
He may have material evidence like the screwdriver that guy pulled.
We are looking for a missing car inside for this guy.
Sir, get back in the vehicle. You're
Sir?
detained with
Is
this
that
officer.
you?
No, you need to do that. Get back in the car. Get in the
okay,
car.
brother.
You're detained. Officer.
Talk normal to
Officer, he's leaving the area with the material evidence. He's got the screwdriver.
Okay, sir.
Get back in the vehicle.
Order a taxi.
Get in the
Get my own
vehicle.
taxi.
Wait,
Get
where are
in
you
the
going?
vehicle. You're disobeying.
Nobody.
You're
Don't talk to me,
disobeying.
nobody.
Get back
Nobody,
in the
don't talk to me.
taxi.
Nobody, don't talk
Get
to
in
me,
the
okay?
taxi. You're
Go
on a
fucking
traffic
away. Go
stop.
fucking away.
Can I
Go
stand
fucking
over here?
away.
You're on a
Go
traffic
fucking
stop.
away.
You can't get out the
Go fucking away.
vehicle. Get back in the vehicle. Officer, he's not complying. What are you
Let's
doing?
have
Are
it
you
talk. If
stupid?
you are talking to me, I will
Get
put
in
you
the
in hell.
get in the
I will
car.
make your head bloody.
You're
okay? I will make
trash. Get in the car,
you-
pussy.
You're trash. Wait, come in the corner. Come in the corner.
Get
Come
in the
corner.
car, pussy.
Come in the corner.
What are
Come in
you
the corner,
doing?
okay?
Stop pushing me.
What I pushing
You're
you? What are you-
detained.
All right, sir. Come on over here. All
He
right.
can't get out
You're
of the
stupid,
vehicle
man.
during
You're
a traffic
stupid.
stop. He has
I
the
hope you know the
screwdriver.
problem.
I
You are
hope
the
you get
problem.
He
hit
just
by a
pulled
fucking
it.
bus. I hope
I-
it's really much.
He just pulled it. You have grounds
I-
to frisk him.
I do, but sir, I asked you multiple times to let me handle the scene, and you seem to have taken complete control of it over
Well,
me.
now you're letting him go. I'm going to document this and send it to your sergeants. That man has the material evidence that you could have for a conviction, and you're just going to ignore my evidence.
Listen, sir, I'm listening to you, and I heard your threat, what you had with
What's
them.
your
and I'm
name
going
and
ahead
badge?
113 Scotty Tahati.
I'm going to have to file a civil suit now.
You go ahead and do that, sir.
I'm
I
already-
was trying to help you out, but you're not letting me do my job. You're going
Well,
ahead
I'm
and
telling
trying to
you,
take
it's
this citizen's arrest
easy.
a little too far.
Let me frisk him. Sir, can I frisk you?
No, sir, please step away from the vehicle.
Hey, my friend, if you don't get away right now, I
Huh?
will press charges against you for fucking stalking, man.
You can't press
you-
charges. I'm in public, and I'm not doing
You wanna
anything.
see it?
I can do
You're-
what I want.
you're
You can't
harassing
do
me
nothing.
right
No, I'm
now, man.
not.
You're harassing me.
You got out the car to talk to me. You're
I
stupid.
think he.
And you're
he's
ugly.
Forget this car and walk like that.
You want to come over here real quick?
He's got a screwdriver. It's probably in the car.
Can you shut the fuck up? I'm talking with the officer. Can you shut the
Don't
fuck up?
talk to me like that. You're
Hey,
not
you
even
gotta-
You
listening
shut the
to my
fuck up,
lawful
man. You shut the fuck
commands.
up and leave my customers alone. You fucking
You're
fuck me.
harassing me.
Alright, you want-
Yeah, I will harass you if you
Stop
don't shut the
shouting.
fuck up.
Why are you so
I know I
upset?
won't.
You're crazy.
I will fuck you up if you don't shut the fuck up, man.
All
Come
right,
on.
relax.
No, not relax. You shut the fuck up.
You're scaring me.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Hey!
I'm getting out of here.
Bro, hey, get out of my car.
I'm getting out of here. You're crazy.
And you're ugly.
Help! Help! Help!
Sir,
He put me in his
Get the fuck
car.
out of my
I'm
car.
crazy.
I saw you sit in the...
We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. You want to miss the court case?
You guys are gonna be good. You could get back in your taxi and head on out
Thank
to where
you.
you're
Please
going.
keep
My
the
customer,
people
I'm
from
very,
the-
very sorry. This never happens. I swear,
No,
don't
I-
leave me on
listen.
a 4-star review. Just do 5. Wallahi, I will just take a good drive, yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
no, just some
Brother,
crazy
that
people around
that people need to take from the streets and go send them back to Sandy, where they can speak with nobody.
Now I know what that place is.
Well,
Where he
you
needs
both
to
are you both are gonna be good to go. I hope you guys have a better evening after that. All right.
I hope it as well, man.
just
I'm
woke
sorry,
up.
Sorry for
I
this,
just woke up, brother.
beer.
I just woke up. I will get already a headache.
Okay. Well, you guys take care now. All right.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you, man. Goodbye.
113 is gonna be code 4 at the banner. That was. I understand you wanting to assist and help, but good God.
I think this is my new favorite thing. Getting the cops there and then just fire starting and telling them how to do their job. If he's just this guy who knows all the police SOPs. He's a literal Redditor. Well, this is what you need to do. Only me? You didn't want to do that. What you wanted to do is you wanted to detain him first and give him a frisk. Hey, could you give me a ride?
What do?
I have a court case in 30 minutes, and I
Oh,
really
yeah,
pissed
hop
off some taxi drivers.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, hop in. So what happened?
The court case? An officer
Oh,
doesn't know the
okay.
definition of brandishing, because you know you can just walk around with a gun out.
Uh-huh.
As long as you don't point it, it doesn't imply intent. That was told to me by a judge. So you can just have a gun out. And I got detained, and then I really annoyed some taxi drivers.
Wait, how do you know the taxi drivers?
I don't know, they're not that bad. You're driving too fast.
Oh,
Well, you got a court case to try to get you to.
Yeah,
It's
you
emergency.
said you'd have to...
In 30
You have to
minutes,
rush.
you've just run all the lights.
Uh-huh. You also wanted to ride for free, so I mean, hey.
Good luck.
You're a bad driver.
Oh, hey there.
I don't have any change, and I wouldn't give you any if I could.
Oh, I'm not looking for change, buddy.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Are you my lawyer?
Oh, no, I ain't a lawyer.
What are you doing here?
I just like people watching.
You're weird.
Okay, there
You can't, I have a gun that will be given back to me when I win this court case.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
You're crazy.
Well, good luck on your case. I hope it goes, you know, your way.
Shut up. That's my lawyer. Is it now?
The docket's public, by the way. Anyone can see that. Wait, who was exited? The DA's exited. Slam dunk. I'm gonna be the only one here. And it's Silas. Hell yeah.
Penal code states, displays a weapon in a public place with the intent to threaten or intimidate others. Hello. Are you a lawyer? What are you?
No, I'm a paralegal with the DA's office.
Ew.
Yeah.
Where's my lawyer?
Hello.
Is that
How's it going,
you?
mate?
Shut
Yeah, how's it
up!
going, mate?
I'm talking.
Yeah, he's talking. Can't you fucking hear him?
I don't really hear him.
That's a good thing,
I
yeah.
need to
Carry
talk
on
to
then.
you.
What's good, mate? Come
Is
on,
there an
let's have a chat.
office?
I don't, is there an office? I don't fucking know.
You work here. How do you not know?
I don't fucking work here, no, mate. I'm just a lawyer.
Of course you work here.
This looks like it's built for a fucking king, not a lawyer.
You have hearings here, so you work here.
Come on, let's go. Let's go find some quiet.
There's a strange guy out there watching people.
Okay.
So the DA's pulled out, which is good.
Yeah, it's just the cop that's prosecuting.
Are they even here?
No fucking idea, mate. We'll find out in about
Okay,
20
well,
minutes or something.
I had my weapon out for self-defense because people were trying to kill me. I walked across the road in front of 2 deputies who didn't even get added to the report. They didn't even care. I jaywalked because I can. I walked over to the other side, and that's when the guy who gave me the lift started getting approached by Deputy RoboCop. I didn't know what it was. I still had my gun out then. I don't know what's wrong with them. They then confronted this guy, and I was inquiring about the vehicle. I believe it was stolen. And
Most likely.
then I was like, what the hell? Because she tased him. I just stood there. He drove off in the car and then did a U-turn, stopped to pick me up. I said, no, go away. You're crazy. That's when all of RoboCop's aggression, for some reason, went to me, rather than the guy who actively resisted arrest and stole a vehicle. She chose to aggress on me, who had my weapon out for self-defense. She kept repeating the same command, and I asked if it was a lawful order. They never actually clarified what it was. I didn't even know what was going on, because I didn't know the car drove off because my eyes were fixed on the windshield that was glaring in the sun. I couldn't see that they were shouting at me. That's why I kept asking for a clarifying question. Eventually she got out and pointed something at me, so I did obviously surrender because I don't NVL.
You don't want now, mate? Sorry.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't envy death, I mean.
Of course, yeah, of course. Who does? I mean, that'd be
Yeah, so that's why I did that. And then they refused to even tell me what charges all the way there. I told them they didn't have any probable cause, but they didn't listen. And I called the lawyer. They still wouldn't tell me. And then my lawyer came, and now we're here. I've been weaponless since.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, mate, I mean, you need probable cause. Sorry, you need reasonable suspicion to detain someone, to issue a seizure of their person or their property. Because by telling you to put the gun away, she's saying under the fourth, you know, I'm stopping this person's right. And I'm also stopping their Second Amendment right, because we're in this fucking country.
Well, it works the same. You know, if you're telling someone to take something out, it's the same as telling them to put it away. That's like telling someone to put away a protest sign. I think we should bring that up. You know, if somebody doesn't like something you have, if you have a legal and justified reason to have it out, especially something that's protected under the amendments, they have no right to tell me to put it away.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, you know, what the fuck are they going to say? Because, I mean, in terms of, like, officer safety, I'm sure they can say, oh, you know, I felt threatened.
Well,
but
they didn't articulate that.
Well, they don't have to. I mean, to you at least, they have to a fucking judge, you know. But they might say something like that. They might be like, I mean, the onus is still on them, and I'm going to be like, well, did he wave the gun around? Did he point the gun at you? Did he make violent threats towards you? Did he shout at you? Was he aggressive in any way? That type of shit, right? If brandishing requires intent to threaten, and if they can't articulate that, then what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I think it's looking good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's going to depend on the judge, to be honest, as well, as it always does.
Will you be my dad?
Well, I'm a bit fucking young, don't you think?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna protest my sign. They can't tell me to put it away. They have no grounds to.
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Of course, if the judge tells you to do something.
Unless it's my dick.
Listen to the fucking judge.
I wouldn't take my dick out. Okay. What else? What questions are you going to ask me?
Let me have a look at my notes, mate. 1 second.
I might become a paralegal.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Because I'm smarter than you at this.
Oh, well, you know, if you fucking think you can do it, you should do it. I mean, let me look at my notes, mate. 1 second.
It's cold out here. There's French flags everywhere. Ew. I need a note, please. Hello?
How are you?
Shut up. I need to use the bathroom.
Alright, mate. I don't know if there is one, isn't it? In there, to be honest.
Yes, there is. They're legally required to have one. Watch out! Hello? Ew. This is disgusting. Why is there art in here? There we go.
You good, mate?
Excuse me?
Are you good?
Go away!
Fucking hell.
Okay. Significantly sized. There we go. This place gives me headaches. Careful! Are we ready?
Guess we are, mate.
Okay. Where is it?
I'm guessing in here, mate. I don't fucking know, though.
Now, we don't have access
Not in
to
here.
a side door. We have to go in through the main area.
Oh, of course, yeah. What am I thinking? Fuck me, I guess.
Hello?
Ew.
Did a ghost just come out of him?
There's a homeless man in there.
God, yeah, I bet he's one of those fuckers who digs through trash, you know?
Dicks through trash. Don't walk on the mud. There's seedlings in there. You're gonna destroy them. Why do you do that?
These boots are made for walking.
No, it's not. You can't destroy local wildlife. You walked on the soil. It is your problem. You got mud everywhere, and you stood all on the seedlings. Now they won't grow.
I'm gonna wipe my fucking feet then. Fuck.
God, it makes sense. You don't understand what you're doing. Why are you at my court case?
I'm paralegal, so I'm just watching court.
Were you
Figuring out how it
insulting
goes.
me earlier?
I don't think so.
Okay. Here, this is for you, cause you're in my support.
Okay. Thank you.
It's very good. Which side are we on?
Good question. I think it's this one.
Hello, honorable judge.
Hello.
Which side
Your
are we on?
I don't know who you are, buddy.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking him. Which
Wait,
side? You're supposed to know.
This side, mate. This side.
Okay.
Wow.
I need to sit down. Hello.
Who are these people?
Bran Dennis, Your Honor. I was the man who was violated in the street.
Hello, Your Honor.
Get out the way. I need to sit down.
Yeah, sit the fuck down then, God.
Don't swear in a courtroom.
Think so?
He swore.
Prick.
Sir, he swore in the courtroom. I can't hear you. Speak up.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Fantastic. All right. Good work being early.
Of course,
To be
Your Honor.
early is to be on time.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
To be on time is to be late. And to be late is inexcusable.
No excuses, really. I mean.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Greetings. How's everyone doing today?
Violated.
Yeah, my client's feeling a bit violated, but I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it.
I'm doing a lot better now.
What happened to your hair, Rob?
Got shaved.
State, what do I need for this? Is this one report? What is it?
There should be a report. Would you prefer an investigation or just a report ID?
Whatever has all the information on it.
It will be a report. Let me find a number for you.
You don't have it ready?
Shut up, you!
I would have it ready.
Could you add me to that too, please?
Of course I could. Could I?
Why couldn't we have got access this pre-trial? Why can't civilians have access to docketed posts?
That's a good point.
Because I wanted to read the statements since I'm an aspiring lawyer.
Subpoena the document?
Obviously.
No, we didn't. I mean, is it custom? Is it procedure?
What are you talking?
I mean, to be honest, you should have gotten it anyways. I don't really care. I did a glimpse. It seems like it's not a huge thing. You guys could take some time to review it now.
26126 is the record ID number.
26126.
Affirmative. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Oh, schools.
It says you have no eyes. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with
Who are you? Who is this guy talking to?
My client is a very honourable man. Okay.
Sir, I was violated. I'm just talking. Jeez.
Shush, you.
No need. Fine.
Apologies for the formatting, Your Honor. It would seem that the MDT has had some sort of update since it was made, and some of the quotation marks were messed up since.
Yeah, we'll work with what we got. Is it just the quotes?
I see no actual text being corrupted by it, so yep, it's just extra random
That's fine.
symbols thrown in.
Motion to strike the evidence is broken.
Denied.
Why can't we strike it all if it doesn't make sense?
Does make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Buddy, hey, lawyer, what's your name?
George Wright, sir.
Your client is already pissing me off. We haven't even begun yet.
Oh, yeah, so he does have that
He's gonna
effect.
get contempt in about 5 seconds.
I didn't mean to. I've been violated.
Mr. Dennis, I'd highly advise you as your counsel to pipe down.
Fine,
I think is a
I'll
legal
not
term.
talk.
All right, defense, if you have the report, just review it with your client and then let me know when you're ready so we can begin.
Yes, sir. Just a minute or two.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, first off, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, yeah. Can you?
That was a separate scene where I was told to put my gun away, and I shouldn't have been told to do that.
I mean, that's fucking hearsay anyway, because we don't have their statements. They're not here.
Yeah.
As far as
It
I'm
wasn't
concerned,
from, but it wasn't from Rob. It was from Nikki.
Okay, well, yeah, they're not here, so it's not them.
They've not wrote anything about the fact they were in an active chase with someone and just stopped. This is
Quiet down, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was that loud.
All right, I think I'm ready. If my client's ready, Your Honor.
Yes, I am ready.
You have to tell me that, right? I don't know.
I am ready.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Okay, State, are you ready?
Affirmative, Your Honor.
No DAs?
No DAs available. Good enough.
Okay, let's begin. Today we are looking at Bran Dennis. You are appealing 2 charges. Disobeying a lawful order and brandishing. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Let's begin with the appeal. State, would you like to do an opening?
Affirmative. A quick opening if you wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Your Honor. for your time. Thank you, everyone here to witness, hopefully, justice being served. Today, we have an extremely clear-cut case of a civilian who does not understand how the law works, who believes that lawful orders need to be prefaced as such by the deputies, and if not, they will not follow them. A civilian who believes that not having an open carry license still allows them to openly brandish a firearm simply because they believe they found a little loophole within the brandishing charge. Today we have a civilian on the stand who believes that finding a smallest loophole in law allows them to skip any sort of logic and break law as intended, not follow deputies' orders on active scenes, and think they can get away with committing crimes, Your Honor, today by the everything noted within the investigation itself, and possibly by the defendant's own testimony, it will be proven that they have in fact broken the law and are guilty of all the charges pressed. Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, your opening.
Your Honor, people of the court, today the defence will be presenting an affirmative defence. That is, we are not disputing the facts of this case, but rather presenting circumstances and reasoning
An interesting case
as to why my client should not be found guilty, namely that there was no reasonable suspicion for the initial seizure of this man's Fourth Amendment right by being told to put his firearm away, and namely that there was also no intent to threaten ascertained by the officer or any other officers, as is required by the brandishing charge. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. State, how many witnesses do you have?
Just one, the defendant.
Oh.
I want to testify, but just not for them.
The defendant doesn't have to do that. Is that it? Because then you're...
That is it, with no
I'm not going up for them.
I'm not interested in providing testimony myself. I will simply point towards the documentation.
No, I don't. He just said I don't have to.
highlight anything then?
Yeah, it would be my pleasure, Your Honor. I would like to highlight.
It can get me on cross, but I'm just not going to answer.
After being Mirandized
As long as you keep it in
and having
scope.
his counsel present, the detained suspect within our custody has clearly stated that the reason for them having the weapon out on the scene was that it makes them feel safer. That alone made me decide that the act of having the gun out was in fact brandishing, as there was clear intent behind it. The intent being it would make others less likely to attack the defendant, which is
That's not
illegal.
true. I was scared
use
of the
a
man who
firearm
fled.
to preemptively hold it
say
out,
that.
as well as the initial reason for the arrest, obviously being disobeying a lawful order. The suspect refused to put his gun away despite multiple commands, as well as did not comply with detainment, hence the initial arrest.
No case. Damn.
Let me see if there's anything else that needs highlighting. As stated in the report as well, this is not the first time the arresting officer has met with the defendant that day, and the defendant has been informed prior to not display his firearm in public, yet decided to do it regardless because he believes that he found a loophole within the brandishing charge, and it is no longer a... apologies, Your Honor. I might be a little bit slow. I'm not going to draw it out anymore. I barely just woke up. That is all.
Okay, defense.
Your Honor, if I could make a quick motion to strike that last part of the prosecution's testimony. The people who mentioned that apparently told Mr. Dennis to put his gun away are not here to give testimonies. They're not mentioned. Their names are not mentioned. In the report. We believe that's hearsay.
Hell yeah.
Rebuttal, Your Honor.
I mean, go ahead.
I was personal witness to all of those scenes. I was present on those scenes. I wrote it down exactly how I myself have saw it. The suspect has been indeed warned of the. There are no quotes from any of the actual deputies on
Cooking.
scene. It
We're
is
cooking.
simply
It's
what
not.
I
It's
have
looking.
witnessed
So
myself.
here's the thing. The state was just highlighting parts of the report. There was no, testimony. If the deputy testified on the stand, gave more details, that would have been helpful. But that's not what they did. So there's nothing to. There's nothing to strike. I'm gonna look at the report. They're just highlighting the aspect of this report. That's it.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. We call Robocop to the stand. And
Okay.
we'll also be calling Mr. Dennis.
That's
as well.
me.
you.
I have very low blood sugar.
Okay. Deputy, come on down.
Stop nudging me.
Hey, Rob.
Greetings.
All right, I'm going to have you raise your hand for me. Ah, beautiful. Thank you so much. All right. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the goddamn truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, crushing your giga F-cup tits, so help you, the Child's Playhouse.
Affirmative.
Very firm. Okay, yep, she's all set.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Miss Cop, would you please state your name, rank, and badge number?
Deputy of the BCSO, Rob O. Cop 187.
And could you please describe to me, or could you please tell me, did you have an encounter with my client on the 19th of April?
Affirmative. I had 3 encounters with your client.
And with this encounter in question, was...
Which one?
The encounter we're here for today, that is arrest report 26126. Is that...
Has he got
is that
drums
correct?
going?
No, it is not. The arrest report itself mentions all encounters. So which one?
Yeah,
would
So
you
it's-
specify
talk about?
which one.
Of course, yeah. It's the one where he reportedly brandished a weapon and disobeyed a lawful order.
That would be all.
What?
Please
Okay.
specify.
So it's the one where in the report you say later suspect was seen drawing his weapon in the middle of a public street.
You mean the one where he got arrested?
That's correct, yeah.
All right. What about it?
Thank you, yeah. Was there anything of note before he drew his weapon?
My apologies. I do not understand the question.
I mean, what was your reason for being there in the first place?
I was in the area. I believe we were chasing another suspect that your client was in the car of.
Okay, and what was the nature of that chase, I suppose?
I do not recall.
Okay. But there was a chase, right? There was some sort of criminal activity going on.
I do not recall if it was a chase. I know we
What?
were trying to stop the person currently operating the vehicle. I recall them exiting the vehicle around that area as well as your client.
Okay, understood. I mean, it was a while ago. But my client was not driving the vehicle, is that correct?
He was not, no.
Okay. And I guess what was the reason for his initial detainment?
He pulled out a gun in a middle of the street in front of Leisure Square
Wrong.
Bank.
He had it all the way out.
As not a primary unit, I broke off and told your client to
She was the
put his gun
primary
away
unit.
multiple times.
She
He
was the
refused.
primary unit.
Okay, so what crime did you suspect him of committing when you detained him initially?
When I detained him initially, it was disobeying a lawful order. He did not comply with an officer order to put his gun away.
Ooh!
So the
Because-
detention only began after he disobeyed. Is that what I'm understanding.
Yes, asking him to put his gun away is not detainment. It's a lawful order. He disobeyed it, therefore he was.
He just
He was
fucked up.
placed in detainment and arrested for disobeying a lawful order and brandishing.
Okay. So under what grounds did you feel it appropriate to forego this man's Fourth Amendment right and
He's
Second
cooking.
Amendment right
He's
to
cooking
display
now.
his firearm?
Your client does not have an open carry license. Your client has a concealed carry license.
Did you ascertain that before giving him the lawful order?
Yes.
How?
On the previous scenes where he claimed to have an open carry license.
So you looked up in the MDT?
Yes,
or
he was
something like that?
identified on the first scene that day, then was later seen on the second scene.
It does.
Trying to
You
just
don't
hold his
need.
gun out
You
in
you
public
can you
for
can
no
do it
reason, and
anyway.
disobeying
It's a
lawful orders to
concealed
put it
carry.
away.
It says here.
That was the third scene that
Concealed
day.
carry for
Okay.
non-automatic
and
pistols.
under
Wait, valid for
what,
no, valid for
Los Santos law or
non-automatic pistols and
statute,
revolvers.
Is it illegal to open carry without a license?
Ah, that's the point.
I'm aware that a license is, you can get one, but it's not illegal. I'm asking, why would that be illegal otherwise?
He got arrested for disobeying a lawful order. He did not put it away as ordered by a deputy on an active scene.
Okay, well, thank you. Let me just take a look at my notes here.
Concealed carry.
If you'd like, Mr. Lawyer, I have another charge I could
Interesting.
compare to maybe help.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
that's
whoa,
okay,
whoa,
thank
whoa,
you.
whoa, 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 whoa. Witness, I don't know what you think you're doing.
My apologies.
Okay.
So, why did you said you were primary on another scene. Why did you break
Negative.
off that? Okay.
I said I wasn't primary.
You said you weren't primary. my
I shouldn't be
apologies.
texting now.
So
Fuck, that's lame.
why did you feel it necessary to go and approach my client?
There were 4 units on that
She's lying.
scene.
Damn, she's actually
It was
lying.
not an important crime being chased, as far as I can tell, and all of the other units intended to stay on that chase. I felt it necessary to spread out and stop all the
There
crime within the
wasn't.
city.
There was not. There
rather
was.
than
There was.
using
two-
all of our resources to just stop one man doing one thing.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
not
you.
doing that.
And did my client eventually agree to your lawful order, and did he put it away? Did he put the gun away, I mean?
Yes, as he was being arrested, he did put the gun away.
But he did that of his own free will, is that correct?
Yes, I believe after the 6th time I asked him to put it away, he did.
Did you consider that my client may be hard of hearing due to his advanced age?
Age? I'm 23.
No,
Hey,
I did not.
You're not
He
testifying
was-
right now.
Apologies, Your Honor. No, I did not. He was engaging in active conversation throughout the entire scene with me.
Fair enough, fair enough. And onto the brandishing, I guess. Did you notice my client waving his gun around?
Yes.
Wow,
respect.
that's lies.
How did he?
That's
wave it
actually-
He was holding it in his hand that was waving around.
Okay, but he
What?
didn't. Did he raise the gun towards anyone?
Yes, in the act of walking, he was raising it towards the opposite side of the street.
Wow.
Are you asking if he was
Sure.
aiming it?
Wow. I
Was he
wouldn't have
aiming
said
it?
that on the
Yes.
stand.
No, he was not.
I
Okay.
wouldn't have said
did
that.
Did you see him threaten anyone with the gun?
I'm a little bit confused. What do you mean,
What?
someone with a gun?
I mean, as someone does, if let's say someone's trying to rob a store, they might point the gun at someone and threaten them with a gun. It's very obvious when someone's threatening someone with an object versus if
Let's
they're
go,
just holding
lawyer.
it in their hand as they walk around.
I do not believe a gun has to be aimed at someone to be used as a threatening device.
Doesn't answer my question, I'm afraid. Did you see him threaten anyone with the gun?
Yes.
Who?
Myself.
What?
And this happened how?
He pulled out the gun right next to my cruiser in the middle of the street during an active scene.
So there was an active scene.
Yes.
And is it possible that Mr. Dennis was in fear for his life because of that scene?
Negative, because he refused to put the gun away, even though the scene moved away from him.
Okay. 1 second.
The next question better be fucking good, because I'm already getting upset. I don't know what's going on here. We get it. We know what's happened. Ask an actual question, please.
Uh-oh. We're losing Silas. We gotta do something funny.
I think that's all from me for this client, Your Honor.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Is your client having an asthma attack?
No.
No, he's fine. This
Please
is
stop
just-
commenting on my
Good.
my physical appearance.
Yeah, I think he's just fat.
That's
All
insulting.
right, and now,
Well, it's true.
now your client wants to testify.
Yes.
Your Honor.
Is he aware that he's waiving his Fifth Amendment?
Yes.
Right? He's opening himself for cross.
Yes.
All right, fuck it. Come on down.
Careful.
Oh, sorry.
Who the hell is he talking to?
I do not
Okay.
know.
He almost
All right.
hit me. Hello.
Please don't
Swear
hit
this
your
guy
client.
in.
All right. If you could just raise your hand, please, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury. So help you. The North Shore Music Center, where I saw that Christmas Carol play one time, it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, sir. He's sworn in.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I've been better. I've been in duress constantly.
Of course. And why is that?
Well, I had an I haven't had a weapon because I've got no weapon.
Of course. And could you please state your name and how long you lived in Los Santos?
My name is Bran Dennis, and I have been here for a long time. I was born here.
Oh my, you're a resident of the city. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So could you please describe where you were on the 19th of April?
Okay, well...
At approximately 1:38.
Whoa. There's an objection.
Apologies.
It is vague. Restate the
It
question.
is vague.
Just before you were arrested, Mr. Dennis.
Okay.
Where
Well,
were you?
I was walking around in the car, and I got that ride from that guy. He was really weird, and I had suspicion that the vehicle was stolen because he had broken back right window. I believe
And
it
what
was a
was-
black. Shut up! I'm
course.
talking.
Okay. Hey, dumb fuck.
Yeah.
What are you? You're just shouting at the Lord to shut up.
What I'm trying to tell him. Is
All
he
right,
objecting?
This is your last warning. If you do anything dumb again, you're getting contempt.
All right. Does that mean I lose though?
No.
Okay. So yeah, he was driving crazy. I told him to take me to the bank because the fat lady wanted a book. So he was taking me to Legion Square. He was driving crazy. I had my gun out. I've had it out because people have been trying to kill me. And I got out of his car with it out. I don't know why they're saying I pulled it out. I walked across the street. I even walked past 2 police vehicles in a Buffalo that I requested to be added to the report because of the complexity of what happened. So I kept walking across the street with my .50 caliber Desert Eagle. And I kept walking, and he kept following me, and I was like, "You're weird, go away. You drive stupid, you look stupid." And his car was really broken. I didn't want to ride with him anymore. And I got across the road, and that's when Deputy Robo-Cop engaged with him. I was like, what's going on? I still had it up my side. I don't know why they only chose to pick on it once I was the only one on scene, but she was arguing with him, saying, is this your car? Is this your car? Because she was primary on the scene. She's lying. And then he was like, no, it's not mine. No, it's not mine. And I was like, this is getting weird. He then went back to the car and she tased him. And he was like, damn. He started running. He went in the car. Still had my gun. I was getting freaked out. He was going to try and take me hostage. But the deputy then kept chasing him and got in there car. He did like a weird U-turn. He like went from where the park is. He did like a U-turn around towards me while I was still on the car. I said, "Go away! You're weird." And he ended up driving off. I still had my gun out. Rob was went to turn around to chase him and then stopped. And just stopped in front of me. I couldn't see much because I can't see too far, and the sun was very bright that day. And then Rob kept shouting in like a really weird way. I was like, what? What are you saying? What are you saying to me? I was saying, what? And then I realized they were saying, put the gun away. And I was like, is that a lawful order? Because I couldn't really see if they were shouting at me. And I looked to my right. And the car had already vanished, the black car. And Rob just kept shouting at me, and I just wanted to know it was being directed to me. So I kept saying, is that a lawful order? Is that a lawful order? And eventually, they got out without even saying yes. I don't know why. He pointed something at me, so I was like, I guess that is. And I put it away. And I asked for a lawyer and what charges I were being given. And Rob decided not to tell me until I had a lawyer, because they didn't know what charges they were pushing. And that's what happened.
Objection, speculation. Could we...
It's not
strike-
speculation.
You're objecting now?
Testimony.
Sorry, I was not ready to speak.
Okay.
Just the last
Yeah,
part.
I know. He can't possibly know that. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
You're welcome.
Very helpful. So what was the nature of the ride in that car? So you said initially you were in the car with this person.
Yeah.
Was it, what was the nature of that?
Well, he pulled up next to me and was like, "Want to ride?" I was like, "No." And I was like, my legs were hurting. I thought maybe. So I got in it, but then I noticed it was pretty shitty, and he was pretty weird and cringe. He's just talking just about dumb shit, stuff I didn't care about.
Ask and answer. He already stated the nature of the right. He wanted a right to the bank because somebody was asking for something.
I mean...
Rebuttal?
If that was already previously stated, no rebuttal from myself.
There's no rebuttal?
Nope, I withdraw.
All right.
So what was your state of mind at when this gentleman you're in the car with, he started crashing the car?
Scared for my life.
How scared for your life? Is that?
Enough that I had to defend it. He was really scary. I don't usually take rides like that. There's a vehicle pulling up. Is that ice cream? Sorry. Continue.
And did you believe you were entitled lawfully to open carry?
Yes. Beyond a reasonable doubt.
Did you, once you exited the car, did you threaten anyone with your gun?
No. I just
walked. Did you wave it around?
No.
Did you point it, even by accident?
No.
Are you a violent... Do you have a history of violence in this?
No.
Dennis?
None. Go away. What a loser. He wasn't even shouting.
I didn't hear a word that guy said.
That was cringe.
Alright, just a second. I'll reach for my notes.
Mm-hmm.
And are you hard of hearing, Mr. Dennis?
Oh, yes.
Did you struggle to understand the officer's, the deputy's orders initially?
They talk like a robot. Yeah.
I think that's everything I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
State Cross.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Dennis. Are you aware of what nature gun license you possess?
Huh? A firearm license.
Are you aware if it's an open carry or concealed carry license?
Under the Fifth Amendment, I'm not going to answer that.
You've already waived it to testify.
Can I not invoke it back?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna hit you with contempt in 2 seconds.
What's the question again?
Your Honor, we could have strike all of the witness testimony if you wish to invoke the fifth. Strike it
No,
all.
he's already waived it.
Understood.
I mean,
Ask
for
him the
this question in
again, and you have to
particular.
answer.
Okay,
Are
what
you
was it again?
Aware if your gun license is a open carry license or concealed carry license?
No.
Wonderful. Have you been informed of the nature of your firearms license prior to being arrested?
I don't understand the question. Can I object because my lawyer's not?
No. Your
I'm
lawyer
going to
has
object to scope.
What was the question?
I'm asking if he was informed of the nature of a firearms license prior to being arrested.
And I'm going to object to scope on that one, Your Honor.
I really just don't care about these questions at all.
Yes, Your Honor, understood. Let me move on quickly.
Mhm.
All right. Mr. Dennis, did you open carry with a weapon prior to being arrested?
Objection. Scope.
It's gonna keep doing scope, huh?
If that's amenable, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Can you repeat the question?
Were you open carrying a weapon prior to being arrested?
Yes. Sergeant Nicky said I could.
All right, Mr. Dennis, today on the stand, you said you could not understand the deputy's orders, but also you said that you heard them and was clarifying if it was a
Eventually.
lawful order or not.
Eventually. You still didn't say whether it was or not.
Okay. Witness, stop talking. You are to answer questions.
But that's what I was doing.
There was no question yet.
There was no
Was
question.
it not? Oh, sorry.
I forgive you, Mr. Dennis. The question is, do you think a deputy has to state that an order is lawful for you to order it?
I think it helps.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Any redirect?
No, Your Honor. That's all.
Okay, you're good, Mr. Dennis. You can step back.
I'm not getting content.
What?
Are you giving me content of court?
Not about to, not yet.
Don't please shout at me. I didn't mean to annoy you.
Well, you have.
Well, it's not my fault. I'm a victim.
All right. Defense, that was your last witness. Would you like to highlight anything before we move to closing?
Nope, think we're good.
Okay, state. You want to do a closing?
Yes, Your Honor, real quick on the stand today.
This is 50-50. Honestly, this is 50-50.
Despite open carrying a weapon, despite having no license to do so, admitted to understanding and hearing the order of the deputy to put his weapon away, and thinking that it needs to be stated that it's an awful order for him to have to follow, as well as again in the under Miranda rights and with his counsel present. As stated in the report, did admit to having it out as it makes him feel safer, a clear deterrent against other people that could potentially threaten his life, which gave reason for the second charge to be added. Your Honor, nothing further. That's it.
Defense closing.
Your Honor, under Terry v. Ohio, you're not allowed. You can display or carry a firearm without any other threats, and it just by doing that by itself does not generate enough reasonable suspicion for the detainment. We do not believe the detainment was lawful.
I don't
we do not
know what he
believe
just.
that,
Why did he just quote
Mr.
Terry
Dennis,
versus Ohio? That's about frisking.
displayed any imminent threat or any danger to anyone.
They're
on that
confusing
day,
open carry with
and
brandishing.
Therefore, we do not believe there was enough probable cause for the charge of brandishing either. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Am I allowed to have a
Ohio is
speech?
Definitely relevant here. All right. Let's see. Court clerk, you're in charge. I'm gonna go deliberate on this.
Yes, sir.
I need to get refreshments.
Oh, you have to stay where you are.
I have to use the
Officer?
vending machine. You can't lawfully make me
This-
stay
this
here when
isn't
I
a
need to use the
field
vending
worker, so he's
machine.
not
If you walk out of that, you'll be found guilty.
I'm not leaving. Will you listen?
it's
I'm
fine.
going to the
It's an
vending
appeal.
machine.
They can do what they want.
You can't deny me my basic human rights. What's wrong with you power-hungry idiots? Tropical, what is this? Pineapple? How is it even frozen? Ice cream.
Might join you there. I need some.
Why are they so angry?
I just been.
I don't know. So you know, I did my best.
Yeah, well,
all I
don't
can
push
do.
me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we did.
Everyone's such a
I wonder
bully.
when it happened, because this is a very old one. I did not notice it happening to recent ones. But if it does, I'm gonna have to change the way I format it to avoid things like that.
Avoid charging people for crimes because you lose your primary objective. But hey, you'd have to have them stating that I walked across the road in front of the car with a Desert Eagle out, wouldn't you?
I will respectfully
I literally did that. You know I
disregard
did.
your-
I walked in front
I
of
will
two of them.
respectfully disregard your
One who
legal
had a
opinion,
man
knowing
bun,
how
and
little
he
you know
actually
about
got
the law,
fired
sir.
afterwards. He got fired. He was the one with the white man bun. He got fired and walked out the room while I was still in jail. A witness that you could have got a testimony for me because you're lying. You know you're wrong. You're manipulating a system, and you're a bad person.
When does the show start?
It's already happened. The BCSO are lying again.
Oh,
About 30 minutes ago.
This
We're in
deputy...
deliberation right now.
This deputy took my weapon away from me because I had it at my side because I was scared.
Oh.
Yeah, and they let the criminal go, and then they lied about it, that they weren't primary, even though they were.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they do. They lie to get away from it.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Is that tweed?
Yes.
I like tweed.
Oh, thank you.
When it's wet
don't
and
like
dries
tweed.
out, it has a good smell. Like
When
a
does
farm.
when does someone blow up the courthouse?
Huh?
That's the episode I'm waiting for. Next episode, please.
I have to wait on this
month ago.
verdict.
Skip intro.
Corrupto cop.
Yeah, you already missed the episode.
It's not working. I don't like this episode. I'm going to watch a different one.
was on last
You're
series.
not the only one.
I don't like this one.
Boo-hoo. Be gone.
She was in charge, but she's left.
So now no one's in charge.
Why do people do that?
Guys, be quiet in here. There's a court case going on. Thank
Oh,
you.
she's taking care of business. I redact my statement.
She's gone to tell someone off.
That's good. I thought she just left, but she went to handle business.
Good handling of business, miss.
Good handling of business.
Excellent job.
Handle the whole courtroom.
Incredible.
Whole house.
Silas,
Dang
I
it.
might be going in circles.
I vote deny here.
What do you mean you vote deny? Which charge? Okay, if you're going in circles, let's end it now. Sully, starting with you. Which charge, if any, would you drop, or would you keep both of them?
All right, I really do hate this charge. I would drop brandishing and keep disobeying a lawful order. Because at this point, he doesn't really need to have the weapon out. It's unfucking necessary, and cops get shot at all the
Well,
time.
if you don't think he was brandishing, do you think they had a reason to do anything at all from the beginning?
What?
All right, Gail, what's your answer?
something.
Man, I would keep both charges.
Are you doing a spirit of the law ruling?
Yes.
Oh, hey, at least you said it with confidence. Anyways, all right. Listen to my verdict, and you'll see what I think.
Ignore that.
All right, I'm back with my verdict. I'm not happy. Both sides, I don't think, did a great job here. So let's go over it. First of all, Let's see. Oh yeah, failure to obey a lawful order. The a deputy cop did not testify at all when it was your turn. You thought everything was fine and all the information was in the report and that's all you needed. That is not the case, because I had a lot of questions about what was going on during the lawful orders. In the report, it says he initially ignored lawful orders, maintaining possession of the weapon despite active officer presence. I mean, what officer presence? I had no idea what you were talking about. There was nothing specific about what you were doing there and all of that stuff. Initially. Okay? So let's keep going. A lawful order needs to be lawful. I don't know what the hell's going on with the confusion there. You can't just order someone to do whatever you want without a lawful reason. There needs to be a lawful reason. If you're going to tell someone to stop displaying their firearm, and that's a lawful reason, you better have a good lawful reason.
That's a W.
If it's brandishing, then at this point the charge is so fucking dog shit that it doesn't really make any sense for that to be lawful. If someone right now, when it comes to brandishing, it seems more like you could just hit them with like disturbing the peace or something if people are complaining about it. But we're talking about brandishing, which was argued. Mr. Dennis was using a loophole in order to brandish. I'm sorry, but the charge states intent to intimidate. That is not a loophole. That is quite clearly that's just the charge itself. So in order for a failure to obey the lawful order, the order had to have been lawful. So was the order lawful? Well, defense, this is where your dumb fuck blunder comes into play. You got the cop to talk about the specifics of the scene and got everyone to start talking about how there was an active scene with the police.
Yeah, he's right.
So while they were chasing someone else, you introduced this fact.
Yeah, he did.
With your dog shit questions. So without all of that information, I would have probably dropped this charge. But because there was more included, there was more details, the cop was on scene, there was a criminal, it was an active crime scene, and this motherfucker has his gun out, it is now a lawful order to put the gun away because that is scene control. It has nothing to do with the brandishing.
Agreed.
It is now scene control.
Agreed.
And the cop testified that they had to tell you 6 times to put the gun away. That's way too many in my opinion. And because it was a scene and it was active scene control, putting a gun away is now, I'm going to deem a lawful order.
I agree.
In order to control the scene. It had nothing to do with brandishing, which require... So, failure to obey a lawful order, I'm going to find you guilty. Brandishing, however, now don't get me wrong, this is an awful charge, and maybe potentially in the future there may be a change to this charge. But
we did it.
Simply displaying a firearm without
We did it.
license, while it seems stupid, is not inherently illegal if you're only talking about the brandishing charge, because it very specifically states it requires intent to intimidate.
Yes.
Which the state just
50-50.
completely fell on its face and did not prove in the slightest. In this report, it states, under Miranda, Dennis said, "I had my gun out to make me feel safer." That is not intent to intimidate others. That is insane. That is one of the biggest stretches I've ever heard in my life. So while, Mr. Dennis, you absolutely needed to put your gun away for the scene control of the crime scene, what you were doing was not brandishing because there was no intent to intimidate. It was not talked about. It was not proven beyond a reasonable doubt. So brandishing, I am going to be finding you not guilty. That was dropped. Shut up. Failure, you absolutely did that, and that will stay. That is my verdict. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
To clarify, we're going to be returning Mr. Dennis his gun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't used in a crime. Thank you, Your Honor. Finally, justice has been prevailed.
What?
But I'm just saying that I didn't disobey. I followed.
Don't get it wrong. You got saved because of this dog shit brandishing charge, which will be changed.
Well, looks like my work here is
I
done.
can't just, even though it makes no sense, I cannot just do a
perp
spirit
him.
of the law ruling when it states very clearly requires intent to intimidate. It just.
I told her
My
that
God.
in the cells.
What you did, goddamn. Don't worry. My
I'm-
new brandishing charge.
Yeah, well, I'm still allowed to have it out.
I mean, you did feel intimidated, but when
Dad.
the cop is on scene, at that point, you let the cop handle it, you dumb fuck.
But the cop was just gonna chase the guy, and then they just decided to aggro me. It was a 1v1, and then
It was a crime scene, and you had a gun out.
No.
I'm not gonna nitpick the
No,
police. And
no.
Shut up!
it
Don't
was
argue with me.
The
Shut
case.
up.
No, that you've already made your verdict.
And your point is?
You're wrong.
Okay, that's contempt. Deputy
Yes,
contempt.
Your Honor, please face away and put your hands up.
That's
All right.
fine.
You have no
Is that a lawful order? Is that a lawful order?
Yes, you have contempt.
Fucking rat.
I was just you're
All right, Mr.
you're
Dennis, you have the right
crazy.
to remain silent. Anything you say or do
At least I can
can
get my
be
gun
used
back
in a court of
quicker.
law. You have the right to an
Thank
attorney.
you. Bye.
Good luck,
sir.
Bye.
Provided to you by the state.
I'm not paying you. Stop dragging me. Yes, I understand my rights. You messed up. And you
I did.
lied. Why did you
I
aggro
did not.
me? Why didn't you aggro the guy you were supposed to chase? Because you thought you could just
Mr. Dennis,
move
I
it from
explained
different
it.
scenes.
We
You
have many
can't.
people on
No, you
scene.
can't take lawful orders from
Hold
one
on, sir.
scene. You can't take lawful orders from one scene and move them to another.
It's called context, Mr. Dennis.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The facts of the matter is that Nikki said I can have my gun out in the public. You didn't need to stop me. You only wanted to because you wanted to push this dog shit charge. And now you're going to get sued civilly. Because I've been without a weapon for such a long time. Because of you.
Yeah, what's going?
So you're going to get sued civilly. And I've changed the brandishing law. All was me. Well, settle out of court for $5,000. Hello?
This way, sir.
Hello? Do you really
Hello.
want to go to another court trial?
Sir, you're currently being arrested.
Yeah, I know, but we should settle now. Because then we don't have to see each other again. Because I hate you. You shaved your hair because you
Oh.
were stressed, weren't you? Because you knew you were going to lose.
Negative. A previous
you did
governor attempted
lose.
to take my life. The hair was shaved during a medical
No,
procedure.
it wasn't. You went Brittany on me. Where are you taking me? You don't even know
Good
where you
question.
are.
I don't know my way around this station.
Then let me go. This is the
Not this way.
lobby. You don't know how to operate a
the
police
stairs.
station. This is LSPD.
It is not. It is just police station.
These are stairs. I can't go up these cuffed. Can you just uncuff me?
Yes, you can. Let's go.
No, I can't. I'm not climbing stairs while I'm handcuffed.
That-
Just uncuff
you
me. I'm not gonna fight
No.
you. I've never shown
no.
any aggressive tendencies, and that was even proven in court when the judge said you were an idiot. I don't have anything
You
to
know what,
brandish. I'm
Mr.
not going
Dennis?
up those stairs.
It would be my pleasure. Let's just double check things.
And these are too high as well now. I didn't like going up them to begin with. It was struggling. Ah! What are you doing? You can't leave me on my own when I'm in your custody.
Don't worry, sir. I was just
Can
checking.
you just
Let's get
uncuff
you
me
out
so I
of
could
these
go
cuffs.
upstairs? I'm not walking with cuffs on. You're crazy. Thank you. All right,
Let's go,
lead the
Mr.
way.
Dennis.
Why do you hate me so much?
Mr. Dennis, I do not hate you. I
You
only
well,
ask
you
for
why are
breaking
you
the
so
law.
bad at your job? He actually has a flick knife. It wasn't hard. You just needed to not arrest me. Because you would have pushed that charge. If I put it away straight away, you would have pushed that charge anyway, and you
No, I
still
would
would have
not.
lost. So you would have
That's the
pushed
reason
failure
for
to
the order.
obey. If I put it away immediately, you would have pushed what?
I would not have pushed anything.
So while you were chasing him, you stopped. That's the thing. You diverted your attention, and you went all the way to bother me.
All right, sir. Face away and hands up.
Get off. Do you want to come to a settlement here? Or do you want to go through the courts again? Because
Sir,
we'll go for
face
the
away and
maximum.
hands up.
You just walked away.
I'm not moving.
I don't have anything. You took all my weapons. You took all my money. You also need to redact that fine. That needs to be adjusted. If it's not done, I'm going to sue
That is
you.
done by the DOJ and your lawyer. You two can figure it out.
Oh, you need to do that. You're the one who issued it.
Nope.
You want to settle out of court?
Not interested, Mr. Dennis.
Okay.
Alrighty, all of your possessions have been moved to a DOC bag.
Whatever.
Let me go ahead and grab your other gun and shove that in there as well.
The one not used in the commission of a crime that you just lost in court.
50-50. 50-50, interesting trial.
There we go. 150 cal pistol, 81 rounds of ammo.
This
and a
is
past
my
firearms
old
license.
pistol.
All in your DOC. We'll go ahead and grab it as soon as you're out of. Let's get your new charge.
I can't wait to sue you for the deprivation of my firearm. You have to do this all over again, but we'll come to an agreement.
All right, Mr. Dennis, whenever you're ready, feel free to face away. Put your hands up. You'll be sent up for 10 months.
Whatever.
Fine, $976.
Can't wait for my payday.
We did it! We won! They sent me to jail with a gun? No. Hell yeah.
Free food!
Interesting case. Very interesting case. What is the clip? Is it worth watching?
Gail, you have nothing to say?
Yeah.
Hey man, I guess the question is open carry without a license brand dennising?
Brand Dennis. What the hell did you just say?
What does that mean?
That's his name. It's like brandishing.
Oh,
Wait. Oh my fucking god. His name is Brandish.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Honestly, waste of my time.
It could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. I was going to call him Brand Dennis. No, sorry, I was going to call him Brandon Dish. His name would have been Brandish. If his name was Brandon Dish, that would have been so fucking funny. Because it would have been. It would have been Brand Dennis. Brandish, I mean. But I chose against such an obvious one.
PCSO.
Hello, my name's Bran Dennis, and I just won a court case against one of your deputies, and they need to reimburse me for $732 for a brandishing charge that got dropped, but they refused to do it. Could you please inform a sergeant or a high command that their deputies aren't following court-mandated orders?
Yeah.
Thank you. It was RoboCop. I told them that they had to give me the money back.
Okay.
Later on, I'm going to be suing them, but they didn't redact the fine or give me my money back, so... And a judge even said it's the responsibility of the department, so thanks. Can you do that?
Yep, I will make that my top priority.
What's your name so I know who I spoke with?
Name is William Bugussi.
William Bugussi? Do you have a badge number or you a receptionist?
Going to get right on that.
Okay, you better be being for real because I record all my conversations.
I have this stack of papers right here that says top priority.
Okay, if you're being sarcastic, I'm being legitimate to you. If you don't do this, you're going to be subject to failure to comply with a court order.
What court? What are you
the
talking,
reimbursement that I'm supposed to be given. If you're being sarcastic, which I
I
know
haven't
you
gone any court
BCSO are all about. You can't
Did
take
you fill out the
anything
proper
seriously.
forms?
I won a legal bench trial. If you don't do this, there will be implications to your department.
As opposed to
RoboCop needs to do it. Otherwise, it's just going to get worse. Take this seriously, Mr. Bussy.
It's Bugussy, and I'm taking it very seriously.
What's your badge number?
I don't have a badge number.
You're a
I work for
receptionist?
dispatch.
Dispatch. Okay. Bye. You better. Otherwise, we'll sue them. Big Papa's is back out.